kid. Seriously. Mm. Hey, hi, Luxational. Hello, Jeanette. Hi, Keith. Hi, everybody. Hi, Christiana. The puppies are going nuts. James is mowing the front yard. So they're upset that dad is outside. They can hear the mowing thing. So they're like, oh my gosh, we're being invaded. So if they're too loud, just let me know. And we can, yeah. Hopefully James will be done soon. Mm. And this is why I probably won't keep my hair long, because as it gets warmer, the sweat and my hair just gets so thin. It's so fine. It's like baby hair, guys. There we go. At least I look halfway presentable. Hmm. Yeah, okay, you can't hear the puppies? Okay, good. I guess it's the microphone's filtering it out for y'all. Um, notification working. Yay! Oh, actually, speaking of that, let me notify some other folks. Hey, Scott. Hello, friend. Um, Let me tell people that I'm live and there was another person. Okay. Anyway, oh my God. Today, this week on Friday, I have to work on Friday. We seriously had nothing planned other than going to the bank and running some errands on Saturday. It was a 3-day weekend. We were busy on Saturday. We were busy on Sunday. We ended up going, what did we do Sunday? To the movies. We saw Captain America, which was awesome. And then we went shopping. I bought this shirt. I'm wearing it again. I bought some jeans, which I love. And then I love the jeans so much, I wanted to go back and get the next size down because they're a little bit, they fit, but women, as you wear things, they stretch. And then I kept hitching up my pants. So I'm like, okay, let me see if I can get the next size down, which is why I was buying pants to begin with. Um, oh, wait. Jeanette says there is a plane that flipped over in Toronto airport and everyone's like, oh, wow, awesome. Well, the survival part. Christiana, keeping your hair short actually makes it grow thicker. Well, that's good. Um, it looks pretty thick. Well, it's all lies. The Delta airplane. Okay, so anyway, so I went back to go get these jeans today because today we had a party to go to. We went to go talk to the parents, the grandparents, and they were here for the grandson's birthday party. Well, I'm not going to a jump party event, where there's pizza, tons of kids, bouncy things. I'm like, no. I will support you from afar. So we went for lunch. So before lunch, we stopped back at the place I bought my jeans at. They did not have the size down. But guess who was still able to purchase things? I bought some Delta. My husband loves them. Yeah. So I ended up getting some a gift for the birthday boy, and then we went to the party, and it's like 2 hours to get there, and then the adult part of the party, and then we talked and we chit chatted, and these are my people, guys. So we're talking about the State of the Union, and they live in El Paso. So I'm like, well, how's El Paso? And so we're talking about what's happening in the world and how is it like where they live, and I was telling them war stories and lies. Well, not actually war stories and lies. It was actually real stories and no lies about what's happening now and where my friends are living. So we were just talking about because they're both teachers. My friends' parents, who I love dearly, they live in El Paso, and they're only here visiting. Three of their how many kids? They have five kids. One, two, three of them live in this area. Two of them, one lives way north, and then one lives where they live in El Paso. So they come over here a lot, and it's a labor of commitment because it's an 8-hour drive from El Paso to San Antonio, y'all. So they're here. So whenever they come into town, we try to meet up and have lunch and talk. And I love hanging out with them. They're so cool. I am often that person that gets along with people's parents very well. Like I talked to my friend Erin, yeah, and these are people we went to Disney with them. Okay, Erin, hey, is your parents coming into town? Like seriously. So when we go visit her, we go sit there and talk to her parents for like 2 hours. I'm like, hey, Erin, you're leaving. It's like, Erin, I'm so sorry. I know we came to visit you, and I've talked to your mom and dad for like 2 hours. We totally get along with her parents, like gangbusters. Uh, Erin also is younger than us by a few years, like a good 10. So it makes kind of sense, you know. So anyway, we came home. By the time we came home, I started moving my bags around. As you can see, things have moved. I've moved two bookcases and into the hallway. Basically, there's this much space to walk through the hallway now. Think of this as a regular 3-foot hallway. I don't think this is quite bigger than 3 feet. So it's about a foot and a half to walk by the bookcases. It's really narrow. And I normally wouldn't do that, but I'm like, I needed more floor space in here, and I still need to work in the other room. So and I was looking for a couple bags specifically. Mr. Pugsley, stop screaming. I think Dad's coming inside again. Yeah, Dad's inside. Everything is right with the world. Our dad is home. He wasn't missing. He was just outside. I guess you see the floor, right? I have a floor. I was in the airport. My other sister works for Air Canada flights. I'm glad she's okay, Jeanette. hmm So I'm kind of doing a bag trade, or I'm selling a bag to a friend, a new friend, and we're trying to do a trade with a different bag, but it's not quite gelling. It's not quite gelling. She wants to sell me an upcycled Quinn bag, and I don't know if I love it because it's upcycled. So it's been modified, and it's not the OG Quinn. I mean, it is the OG Quinn, but it's been modified. So I actually like the new Quinn bags out of the what do you call it? Outlet. You know what? I think I've learned how to do something. Not Winnie. Jolie showed it to me. Let me see if I can do this. If I can grab some photos and throw them on the screen, because that would be really cool. Swipe them right off of the Coach outlet because the Quinn bag's a Coach outlet bag. Which originally the Quinn wasn't. The Quinn is an OG bag. The Quinn is. Let's see. Can I download? Copy, save image as Quinn. Put it in my gallery, save. Now let's see if I can throw it up here in my media and overlay, add overlay. Go to my pictures. Did I hit in the downloads? Jackie, pay attention to where you save things. Dang it. Was it downloads? That can't be right. 27, nope, that's not right. Today's the 17th. Pictures, save pictures. Okay, let me do this again. Let me go back and save this as again. Cancel. And see if I can grab this photo. Save image as. Now, where am I putting this, Jackie? Under pictures. Oh, it's on a web file. I need a JPEG. Man, I need a JPEG. This needs to be a JP. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Save. Let's see if I can throw that up there. I think it's add an overlay. And let's go with pictures. And let's go with all files. Let's see if I can throw that up there. Open. Must be a JPEG or PGN. Okay, fine. Let's see if we can find a JPEG of this. It's because it's interactive. I need images. Images. Just images. Not an interactive copy image. Let's see. Copied image. Let's go. Nope. Nope. Let's do. Oh, yeah. I can just throw it in my folder. To pictures. This just needs to be a paste. Whale, it's not letting me do that. It's fine. They're like, no image theft. I'm like, I'm not trying to steal the image. I just want to show this. This is making it really harder. Let's see if we can go find. Oh, you know what I can do? Go grab this out of eBay. Hello, eBay, my friend. eBay. So let's go to eBay. Go to images. No. Let's go to all. Sorry, I can't read the chats because I'm actually in another window, but I'll get back to you guys. Coach Quinn. Let's see if I can do this. And let's look at this one on the eBay site. Let's see, this is also a picture from, aha, this one, save image as, and, oh, it's a web file. No, cancel. Well, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna have to open up the old-fashioned way. I'll have to figure out how to do this so I can share this with you guys because it's fun if I can just throw up an image and you can see it other than having to share a presentation. Look at the puppies are running around like crazy puppies. Let me get back to the window. How am I back? Okay, let me close this. Back to comment. Um, I don't know, your luxucial. How was your weekend? Hi, Brian. Wow, yes. I see floor two. Nice floor, Jackie. I angled it down a little bit. Setting, I'm not setting, Jackie. I need present mode. Share screen. Share screen. Work in progress. Work in progress. Share. Okay, so this is the Quinn bag. This is the new version of the Quinn bag, guys. This thing is awesome. I think it's really pretty. It's very much like the Cassie 19, but without the top handle, but it has two straps. And I really like, and these are straight from, this is what I don't understand. These eBay photos are straight from the Coach website, but these are classified as a web page, and I can't just take it as a JPEG, which is what I need. So anyway, that's what I would like to get is this bag. And if you go to the Coach website, I think they're $200. You're not, so this is up, someone's up charging that. I don't know why. You can buy it right now off the website. It's not like it's yeah, stop screen. So it's not like it's, you can't get it. I mean, you can just go get it. I don't get why. I guess some people some people can't get shipping from Coach is the only thing I can think of. So hey, Ed. Yeah, so I was going to sit down and work on my dazzle, and then I got sidetracked, and yeah. So we're talking, so I rearranged some stuff in my room. You know what's weird? No, I realize I have 500 bags, which is a lot. We're not going to lie. It's a lot. But yeah, you know when you have a lot of clothes and you can never find anything to wear? Sometimes I feel like that with my bags. Like, oh, which bag am I going to take this time? You know? So I sent you a message on the Quinn bag. Says, Erin, let's take a look. She said, again, so yeah, Erin sent the photo. Let's see if I can ship that over to my. That's a different Quinn, though. Is that the same Quinn? Oh, that's the Coach version. That's on the. Is that on the? No, this is the OG version that Erin sent me, which is this one. So the new one looks different. The new one looks a lot different now. The new one they just remade because it's Coach. And if you know anything about Coach, reinventing the wheel, they like to reinvent things quite often. So this is the new on the Coach outlet. It sells for $199. It's on 15% off extra because today's President's Day, which is George Washington's birthday. Yay, Washington. 169.15. And see how different that looks? So this is now a flat bag, where traditionally the Quinn is a zip top bag. So I'm not even sure why they call it the same thing, because it's not exactly the same thing. So the original Quinn bag is the same shape, but it's a crossbody zip top, and this is a flat, which is weird. Um, I love this bag. I think it's absolutely stunning. I love the size of it. I love the way it looks. I definitely want it in this navy. I think it's just fabulous, but at the same time, it's $170 plus shipping and tax. And dollars unfortunately don't grow on trees. I have to work for those dollars, and it's hard to get them to group up into like usable funds. And right now, I've already been bad. I've already purchased some things. I can't keep buying like I have money growing on the tree but outside, because we don't. I like the flat better. Yeah, and I like the flat better. I think that's what it's coming down to. Is I think I like the lady who I'm talking to. She has the OG Quinn that has a zipper top, but it has like a thunderbolt design on it, and it's really cute. I'm not gonna lie, it's cute, but I just can't think of me wearing it. I think of me as collecting it. And that's the thing. Um, yeah, Jeanette, I'm going to really good hope you are having a good weekend. I sent a message. Okay, so but didn't you buy anything on this sales holiday? Like any holiday, if it's MLK Day, President's Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, it doesn't matter what it is, it's a sales day. This is America. This is what we do best. We have a discount, you know. Hey, Apple Blonde. Yeah, so I was gonna work on my I need to finish this before I start my next project. And since I keep losing little rhinestones on this, I need to add some back in, infill, because as this flex, where it had thinner bit of coverage on the glue is failing a little bit. So that's the good thing about this, is that I can, you know, fix it as I go along. Everybody, by the way, loved my bag today. My bag today was a bandit bag that I spent a couple months trying to get. What was it called? On layaway. It's been on layaway. And here's the funny thing. That bag was on for sale on my Facebook group, the one I bought it from, for quite a bit. And I said, if you're okay waiting for money, I'd love to buy it. I just can't pay for it all at once. And she says, yeah, sure, no problem. And it's funny, I took a photo of it in daylight, which is the key. Hey, Marilla. And in daylight, you can really see how beautiful that is. And because of that, people were just like, oh my gosh, that color. The color, when she took a photo of it to post online, it looked black. Because in interior lighting, that bag does look black. So even when I first got it and unboxed it, I thought it was black. It wasn't until I put it against the navy and took it outside and took a picture of it in direct sunlight that you could tell what color that bag was. And then everybody was like, that bag is amazing. I'm like, yes, it was, which is why I am so very lucky to get it. Because if you know anything about Coach, it's hard to get green bags from Coach. And I can't believe I was able to buy it at all. In all honesty, because I figured if somebody else had seen it, they would have snatched it up because she was selling it under retail. Bags like that normally sometimes can sell for retail. Not very often, because we all have money crunches in life. But I think in general, it would have sold for higher. So anyway, I'm trying to see if I can do a way to film this. There has to be a way I can do this where I can film it and you see what I'm doing. But I don't know where I put my phone stand because I have to do it so I have my phone as a guest and it's just showing what I'm working on, like so it's a view and view kind of a thing. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress, guys. Work in progress. We are always a work in progress. Um, always room for improvement. Um, always going to be, able to do stuff little by little. I don't know if you've watched that Hunter Green coach was a really oh yes, Scott, it's very beautiful, and I just got that out of layaway, and I'm so happy she sold it to me, and it didn't work for her. I don't know. She has the most amazing collection. I can't. Her name's Estelle, and she lives way up northeast, and she has the most beautiful bag collection. Like, and she sold me some of my best bags I own in my collection have come from her, for a wonderful, reasonable price, and not just reasonable. She's been generous enough to let me pay in payments, which is great because I understand, um, that is, you know, not what you tend to do when you want to sell something, right? But she's not selling to bind. She's just selling to make room because, like the rest of us, she has a collection. And sometimes when bags, and she's a lot better about letting go. I am still working on the letting. I did give away 3 bags today, guys. When I went to go visit my friend. Gave her mother my very last Portland leather good bag. My sister wanted it, but I'm like, Jenny can buy her own bag. And her mother, my friend's mother, really liked that bag. So I said, "Oh, I have that. I'll give it to you." When I was talking to Erin about it, and then I gave her other friend Rose, who's on my Facebook page, and she's always commenting on my stuff. She's awesome. I gave her 2 bags. I gave her a green Valentina bag and a Ralph Lauren summer kind of woven leather bag. I love it. The straps are too short. And I just had to be ruthless. And I just have to continue to be ruthless. If the strap is too short, I'm not going to wear it. It doesn't matter how much I love the bag. If it's not comfortable, it's not going to be worn. So I need to let it go. So that's what I'm trying to do little by little is I'm just giving them away. Um, and then, finding them new homes because I love them. They're my children. I'm not going to give away my actual children, my puggles, but it's nice to give things to people who either they'll use them or they'll find people who will use them. And that's a good feeling because I don't know if you've seen the state of Goodwill. They have a lot of stock. They have a great deal of inventory. They do not need my bags. And for me so the next step after I give away the ones to the people that I know want them is going to be putting them aside and taking them to the shelter, the women's shelter, or I think there's a place called Dress for Success or something. It's some type of when people enter the job force again, is to give women professional clothing and something. So I don't know. I have a Portland leather that Jenny can have. Really, Jolie? Yes. Hey, Jolie. Hello, my friend. Yeah, like Jennifer, she's just all over at Portland Leather Goods right now. I haven't even given her the pink bag you gave me. It was right here, and I realized, I haven't. And I didn't see her today. I saw her yesterday. But my sister loves Portland Leather Goods, but she beats up a bag, y'all. She beats the brakes on those bags. It is like if y'all have friends and family in your life that teach public school, look at their bags, give them a hug, because those bags get workouts. I can't believe how much stuff teachers have to haul back and forth. And of course, like Jennifer's doing a lab, so she's like, of course she had to go buy all the stuff for it. I'm pretty sure Jennifer spends $1,000 a year of her own money, just buying stuff for her classrooms because she teaches, whenever they do labs, they don't get stuff from, the departments barely have money to pay for the teachers. They don't even have enough printing allowances. It's crazy. And then anyway, we'll not talk about that. It's boysenberry. She loves boysenberry. That's the color she loves. She loves that raspberry boysenberry color. Jennifer loves a lot of we like as twins, we do like a lot of the same things. Um and what one of the things I've learned about trading bags and is a lot of people want the bags I want to keep. And a lot of people want my newer bags versus my older bags. Um so it's very interesting to me. And I end up trading a lot of my new bags for maybe 3 or 4 old bags, which I need to stop doing because not all of those bags work for me. Like, I think in my last trade, I think 3 of them are staying and some of the rest of them are leaving because I know I'm not going to carry them. I'm looking at them like, oh, I love you. And I'm like, okay, this doesn't work. That doesn't work. Do I keep you just because I'm a collector? Now the Doonies I tend to collect and keep, but I've been going through my racks of bags and I can't find the few bags I'm looking for. That's driving me nuts. So I'm going to be working on trying to get my bags segregated by brand. So at least I know these are where my Coach bags are, and these are where my Doonies are. At least I have a better estimate idea where my Doonies are than my Coaches because I've been slowly building up my Coach collection and weeding it at the same time. So I have some Coach bags that I love but don't work for me. And then there's some Coach bags that I have just because I collected everything in that color and try to buy everything in that color. The fact that I have let any bags out of my collection in faded blue is shockingly amazing because I hardcore collected those and bought them when they were new. So yes, I paid a premium. I paid full price. We don't like that word. That word is not a good word. And I understand that there's value, but I don't like selling things that are pre-loved for above retail or even at retail. And I like selling them closer to half off because I think they're used. I don't really go with the well, it's a pristine condition. You should buy it for the price I paid for it. No, that's your bag rental program, and I'm not paying for that. I'm paying for a pre-loved bag that's lived in your shelf. I'm not a business. You're not a business. I'm not paying a premium. If I wanted to buy a premium, I would have bought what was brand new. Or I'll buy it pre-loved for. And here's the thing, because I'll tell people like, look, I really like your bag, but I'm looking at one on eBay right now, 3 of them, and they're half the cost and you're trying to sell this to me for a premium. So I thank you, but no thank you. And that's one of the things I really like about it's Adrian, because it's Adrian, he does comparables and he'll look at the market and he'll say, well, this bag sells for this much. It doesn't matter if you're willing to spend more for it. He's selling for what the market is bearing. And right now the market's not bearing it too well, y'all. Not well. If you look at pre-loved, most Coaches are going for half off, half list. If you're lucky to get something really special, really rare, you might be able to sell it pre-loved for a little more than that. But if you could get, what kills me is the people who are selling stuff for above list. That just hurts my soul. Now, I know there's a premium. I get it. But it just, like, I feel like it's just price gouging. I really do. And I know somebody somewhere will buy it, which is why it happens. And I never said I was a business major. I never said to follow my advice. I actually tell everybody not to do what I do. Because I'm in debt. I don't make good sound money decisions. I give things away instead of selling them, you know. And when I do sell them, I sell them for what I bought them for. Maybe a few dollars more, but never more than I never mark up half. It's never more than a, maybe I think I sold, like when I had a Patricia Legacy, I sold that to Missy for $65 because that's what I paid for it. That same bag is being sold now brand new because they redid it, re-released it for like $300 or something. And she has the original reconditioned one that I conditioned and took care of, for $65. Like, any sane person would say, Jackie, you just sold that for at least $100, and I didn't. I need cleaning it needs cleaning stuff. Do you like the Victoria Victoria bag. Which is the Victoria bag, Keith? I wanted to trade my Marc Jacobs large blue bag with you, but you said no. No, yeah, I said no. Because I didn't want that bag. A small Coach Willis bag in ivory color sold for $1,000 on eBay a few days ago. I know. Well, if that's the Mini Willis, the Mini Willis was out for a very short time, and it's very hard to get. And it's the original Mini Willis. That's why it's a collector's item and it's rare. Now that I understand why that's $1,000. I get it. I still think it's extortionism, but somebody was willing to pay for that because they wanted it in their collection. Hey, Grace. Yeah, but for me, it's like, yeah, it was the original Mini Willis. That thing, like you can get a re-edition Mini Willis for 200 in really good condition. I had a couple re-edition Mini Willises and quilted, very beautiful. And then I had, but they were too small for me, and I learned that the hard way. And then I have another Willis, but it's a legacy, so it's about, you can get them for about $75. So it's what you. So I'm a collector, but I'm not looking for a Mini Willis. Actually, almost all of my vintage Coach, I've actually sold or gifted. And I sold them for what I paid for it because I didn't want to gouge my friends. I don't care if the market bears these to be $100 or $200. I bought them when they were $50 and $30. People couldn't give these bags away 10 years ago. Nobody wanted them 10 years ago. Fast forward to today, everybody wants them. So the few I had in my collection, I was only buying them to give to my sister because she kept, we both missed them when they were first out. When they were first out in the 90s and we were in high school, we couldn't afford them. And we always, Jennifer, there's still one or two vintage Coach bags that if I ever seen and can't afford it, I will buy it. And they are expensive, and I will be paying more for them now than when they were new in the 90s when I saw them in the store when I was a teenager. But I wasn't able to buy them then. My father wasn't going to buy them at the time, a $200, Coach bag for me, my father would be like, hell no. My mother would have bought it. But again, I didn't live with my mother. I lived with my father. My mother would have been like, yes, you need this bag. She might not have really appreciated that Coach bag because at the time, what we call vintage Coach, during that time, it was considered boring Coach. Y'all, I know we have like revisionist history, but at the time when those bags were still being made, Coach was in the cusp of changing in the 90s into the 2000s when things changed a lot. And there was a time when people like, Coach, oh, my grandmother had that. My mother had that. I don't want a Coach. I mean, you have to remember, like in the 2000s, when the Murakami collection hit the first time, the trends, the looks, and what people wanted. Then you go look at vintage Coach, you're like, that's boring. And that's what people thought of back then. When I was in college, in high school, when I wanted that Coach bag, it was, at the time, the it bags was Dooney and Burke. That was the it bag with the tan and brown leather, and they had Chloe bags are coming out, and I think Michael Kors was a big thing then. Kate Spade was a big thing then. Coach was kind of boring because Coach was Goodwill made leather bags, but people saw them as stuffy, And now people are like, these are the best bags ever. These are made so well. They're made to last, and they have been, and they are, and they will. And 30 years later, they're still being used because they're really well-made bags. And because of their design, they're functional and they're neutral in design enough that hardware and design on a bag is what dates your bag. Everybody will look at the Balenciaga or hourglass bag and say, that's so 2010. People are going to look at the Marc Jacobs, the tote bag, and they're going to say, that is so 2025 or 2020. I remember that. How many times do we watch a YouTuber say, yesterday's it bag, the Chloe Paddington bag was the it bag of yesterday's. The Margie, I think it was Margie or Margot or whatever bag, Maggie, whatever, that other Chloe bag that was really popular. The City bag by Balenciaga, the Hourglass bag by Balenciaga. It's just like they represent a decade. like they represent a time and space that we have a fond memory of whenever that bag was the bag. So the Coach bags they kind of blend in all those decades. You can say, oh, that's an early Coach. That's pre-2000s. That's about as good as you can get. And that's 2010, 2000, the Reed years, and now we're going into the current years now. But that's just my opinion, y'all. Right now, I think the other brand of bag that gets no love is Fossil. And Fossil was a very popular bag, well-made bag, when I was just a few years ago, to be honest. And now it's kind of like, Fossil. And then the other bag that it's like my fact. I have these Jessica Simpson jeans, and I love them. But Jessica Simpson as a clothing retailer, even though they were in a department store, kind of has that's discount outlet. And I got these at Ross, which is literally a discount outlet. But now they're revamping their image. They bought back, Craig says, Jessica bought back her brand, and now they're putting them back into higher end market. It's brand perception is what we're talking about. Like, that's why you pay the big dollars for stuff, is you're buying with that brand. You have a certain level of guarantee of the quality. And that's what I think the big problem is right now. Because right now, when in 2000, Michael Kors was, that's a great bag. 2025, Michael Kors like, well, because they've produced a lower quality product, and people who want a well-made nice bag, and they're like, I'm not gonna buy that one. That's pleather, So Trace, hope you had a wonderful Lunar New Year. Jennifer says, what did you think of the yellow Chloe bag? Jennifer is everything I could do not to buy that bag. I wanted that bag so much, but it was $150, and I think it's a steal of a deal. The one I really wanted was that Fossil that I think Lady Cloverleaf or Badger took. I don't remember who bought it, but somebody bought it, and I was just so grateful they bought it, because I wanted that bag, and I'm like, I do not need another bag like that. But it was sometimes you see a beautiful thing and you just want to save it. And that bag is just, that Fossil was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Not your run-of-the-mill Fossil at all. I used to live and breathe Fossil bags, guys. I used to, I didn't follow them, like know the styles and know follow the fashion, but I would just always go into the shop and buy them. I used to buy a lot of watches at a Fossil, because they have a huge group of Michael Kors, I think, Armani is in there, the Fossil watches themselves. I really liked Fossil, but I've switched to I had so many watches that needed batteries. It was such a pain to go get the battery watches replaced, or the batteries replaced, that I switched to kinetic or solar or anything that did not require me to replace the battery, because I was so sick and tired of, you have 5 watches and those batteries, some last a year, some last 5 years. It just depends on what your watch does. And I was just so annoyed that every time I went to go change out my watch, it wasn't working. So then I invested in some really nice watches that were kind of high end. And then I come out with this. I come out with this beautiful Citizen Mickey Mouse Sorcerer's Apprentice. So I haven't changed my watch since I bought this. Cloverleaf got the Fossil. Yeah. Keith says also Adrian sources all his bags himself. Yes, he does. Have you seen that short Vietnamese girl on TikTok that sources luxury bags and sells them like every week or two? No, because I don't have TikTok. Grace says, yes, I believe Hadrian sources the bags himself. Yeah, he lives in California. So he goes to a bunch of like Savers, and I think there's Veterans Thrift, and then he goes to and he can go to many, many different Goodwills, and I think he's close enough to go to the corporate headquarters, the parent, the big one. He's always looking for stuff. And sometimes he'll go from one place and sell clothes at a consignment store, because he knows that he's very good at what he does. I still would hate to hold the inventory he does, because man, it's expensive. you have to gamble. You have to hope that the inventory you're buying is something somebody wants. So I have it's coming in the mail, and I was able to get one of his Labubus, and I paid a premium for it, like premium. But let me explain what he had to do to get this. He's in Japan. He sees a Poshmark store. He and his parents have been touring. They're exhausted. He's tired. Mom and dad are like, I am not standing in another line. You stand in that line. We're going to go over here. So Adrian stands in that line for like 30 minutes or something to get into the Poshmark store to be given a 3-item limit to Labubu. So he picks the 3 Coca-Cola blind box Labubus. He gets them at the register. He was like, oh, Mom and Dad were with me. Each of us could have gotten 3. And well, anyway, he still had to transport them, right? And they're blind boxes. So he's taking a whole box. He's not opening the bag and making it fit better. No, he bought 3 boxes of Labubus in his luggage after he's been spending, 3 weeks in the Philippines and then a couple days in Japan. So then he gets to Los Angeles where he lives. He unpacks. He has a live. And then he opens them once for Hadrian, once for Adrian, his assistant, and then one's just one, right? There's an extra one. So he opens all 3. They're all the same Labubu. So there's only 3 different variants of this collection, and I have been dying to get this Labubu. And he sold it for $60 or 65. I can't remember. Maybe it was 60, 65. I don't know. But they sell for $40. But he had to stand in line. He had to buy it. He had to transport it in his luggage. I feel like $20 upcharge was him being kind because I have seen those same exact Labubus being sold on Facebook sites for $75 to $100. They're originally $44. That's because they're so hard to get. Yeah, he's Filipino. Let's see. You ordering Junie, are you ordering the Empire 21? Grace, Keith, I bought a vintage Coach Satchel made in the USA from Hadrian. I didn't get him to spa it for me, but after I did the spa, the bag is awesome. Yes. Winnie says, Morella, I wanted, do you know what time? Ronnie says, I just saw the post on Reddit about someone doing a huge in-store pickup at a Poshmark store. They basically bought all the inventory. Whoa. Well, yeah, I can believe it. Keith says, interesting. I watched one of his lives, but it was too much talking now to. Oh, yeah. He does a lot of conversation. He does a lot. This is seriously right now. He just got back. There's a lot of talking in his lives. This is why we go there. It's not just selling. We go there to hang out with Adrian. And as a purse and shopping addict, it's a dangerous place for me to go hang out. But I like him. Um, Just they just say on the 18th, no time, maybe midnight. Yeah, he's Filipino. That had not that's not a bad markup. No, Keith, $20 markup with a gift price. It was a gift price. If he had held on to that for more than a minute, he could have sold that for twice what he paid for it. Easy, $80 to $100. Easy. Yeah. Ooh, so timer, says Winnie. Winnie is on the hunt for this bag. I love this live, just that quite often the times doesn't. Oh yeah, his times are the worst. Grace, his times are the absolute worst. When he's West Coast time, so he's like 2 hours behind me. So when he goes, his time 10 o'clock is my time midnight. So it is like, I'm lucky that during Mondays he goes live my time around 1 in the afternoon. So I'm normally working and I can just listen, that's cool. But yeah, I just enjoy his videos too. I like that he vlogs his shopping because that's fun to watch. Vlogs are so much work. I do not do them. I am not a vlogger, but they are so much fun to watch. I do want to buy more items from him, though, despite that. I say I want to spend locally. Well, it's local. I mean, technically, you're only just one plane trip away. Good luck. Hope you're able to get it, says Morella. Ronnie, I used to watch a lot of his thrifting videos. He helped me spawn Shalene luggage tote. I am on the hunt, Ronnie, for a Celine luggage tote. I really am. It's my 2025 kind of hoping, but I need to rehab my Neverfull, and that's gonna be like $300. So I was looking at the Celine totes. They go a pretty beat up condition, around 400 to 600. A good one is over 1,000. So um, I used to Katie says, "Hello, I'm at Discount Tires getting air pressure checked." I hate doing that, but Discount Tires is a good company. I like them. Winnie says, "Girl, me too. I know people say only 5 made, but that makes no sense to me. Do that runway show. It's like, it's on the website. They're created such, oh yeah, there's not 5 made, 500. Maybe 5 custom made for the runway and then 500 prototypes that, you know, Keith says, I watched this Canadian Filipina girl who thrifts in Winnipeg. Her channel is Miss Philly. That's cute. That's cute. Grace says, I do enjoy supporting small sellers like that, though. But here's the thing, though. If you're looking for Coach is an American thing. If you're just going to find it here, Merle, I know, right, Winnie? They already give you a markup in Australia. Exactly. I got 2 essays on it. Ronnie, that's the best time. They are cheap right now. I want a Phantom. I would love a Phantom. I so want a Phantom. I want a Phantom. Oh my God. This is what I'm telling you guys. This is when you buy the bag. Yesterday's it bag. Right now, can you imagine that these Celine luggage bag right now, those wonderful bags you can get them between $200 and $400. These bags are $2,500 bags. The Phantoms, no, the Phantoms are heavy. I only know this because Craig has told me. Now Craig has the luggage. He loves his. Loves his. Did you sign up to be notified? What color are you going for? Asked Jolie. Winnie says they don't make mistakes like LV Coaches. A machine. They want to sell, sell, sell. I love the biscuit. I like the color they have that's just kind of like a brown well, the color that Beauty Lux Lover showed. Whatever that brown, I don't know if it's called mahogany, but it's really pretty. I think I'm gonna stop for right now. I just did one. Oh man, I touched it and I just pulled off another. So what I'm trying to do is get this finished so I can put a clear coating on the exterior of it to help prevent this from happening constantly, where as you flex the bag, it's the rhinestones pop off depending on how much glue was on there when I did this, because anything flexing it's a flat thing. It's only on there because of glue. And if I put the coating on there, it will help. Like when you do diamond paintings, which is done with the same type of rhinestone, they have a sealer they put on top of it, but you obviously don't do that here. But I have a Mod Podge aerosol that I'm going to use on the whole bag, which will seal the vachetta also. So it's going to be, but I just need to finish this. I just need to finish it. If I sit down and concentrate and just do it. But no, I keep doing other things. And no, I did not get laundry done. James did get the lawn cut, which is what was one of our goals today, was to get the laundry, or to get the lawn cut. He has to do laundry. So hopefully he'll throw some laundry in tonight. So he's not having to go to work without pants, because that's how that goes. Okay, let me get these last bit of gluey bits. There we go. Let me show you what I did. They are released more and cheaper in a different leather. Oh, wait a minute. I heard the luggage is heavy too, but I've never held one. Well, all of that. Craig's daily bag is like a 40 Birkin. He always carries a heavy bag. They will release a lot more. It makes sense. I don't care about the color. Oh, but I think those were made with vegetable leather and only 5 of each color. That makes sense. That makes sense. So I just did this orange heart while we were sitting here, and I need to keep working on this, but I'm too distracted, so I'm just gonna put this over here and let it sit and look cute. and remind me that you have to finish this so that I can work on my next project and not, oh, I don't like that. I have some missing stones. Let me fix those missing stones. You know, every time you look at something and you just see errors, that's me. That's me. This is why I constantly harp about perfectionism, because when it comes to crafty things, I am a perfectionist. It drives me nuts. It's like Jackie, it's okay. It is okay. It's not the end of the universe. It's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. Perfection is overrated. As I say over and over again, as I see nothing but errors. It's because I work in editing, guys. Half my job is digital editing. Not words, obviously, because I'm dyslexic and y'all have seen my grammar. It's and it's poor. Um so I do digital editing of um and mapping. It's a whole different thing. So where is the other thing I needed to fill in? That one, let's do this blue one over here. There's a whole, oh, orange. Did I put glue on that one? No, I need to put glue on that. Okay, where is the other glue spot? Look for the empty spaces. Okay, well, obviously I've lost that empty spot. So let's go back to the glue. Fingers crossed, because that's what they did with the East-West Empire. Jolie, sorry. Oh, wait a minute. What was sorry? Jolie, where's Jolie? I signed up for an email. Jolie, how are the chickens? I was talking to my friend today. She has 30 chickens. Well, my friend's mom actually, and she happened to stop by because, grandparents with the birthday party. So I said, how hard is it to deal with 30 chickens? Telling her about your chicken um life now, and she's like, and she went talking about it. I'm like, yep. I looked at James like, I guess we're not getting chickens. And he said, nope. Because the amount of work involved in 30 chickens, like just all the eggs. And she says, we get them all the time. I says, well, have people asked you to get eggs? Because eggs are expensive right now. And she's like, yeah, not yet. But she had 3 dozen eggs in her car. Or 3 flats of eggs. I'm not even sure how many dozens that is. And to give to people in town before she went to the party today. So we're talking about what are good, what type of hens, and she says she had a whole bunch of different varieties. Like they started off with Rhode Islands or something, and now they've had um gift hens. Some roosters have wandered in and infiltrated, you know, so it's not all just a breed of of hens. They're fine. Hi, Grace, Jackie. When you get a chance, please show us the details of the Ace Satchel. Love that. Sure. Let me go grab it. I just put it up on the shelf, so I actually know where it is. I haven't actually done a video. My unboxing video, I'm trashing it. It was a disaster, and I don't do that very often. That video is truly a disaster. I said all the wrong things, gave you all the wrong details. I'm like, I am not letting that one see the light of day. Um, oh, let me show you. The ace is actually right there. So this bag is one of my waited a long time to get this bag. So I stuffed it when I put it on the shelf because it holds its shape a bit better. But look at how beautiful. Look at the details. I mean, can you imagine each piece, each panel is a pattern piece, right? So to make this in this shape in a curve is just beautiful. Like, and here's the tongue. So this is three panels, tapered, stitched, and then edge coated. It's burnished and coated, and then It has this cute turn lock. I mean, it's a functional turn lock. I don't know why you would, you know, ever undo it, but you could. It has a, and over here, same thing. I mean, the little details of the belt's a belt, and then, so, I mean, I don't know why you would ever undo it, but it's just really pretty to have the curve. I love the way this looks here, right? And then if you see this side, it's just smooth. So a front panel, a top piece up here for the zipper, right? And then you're looking at one, two, three side panels. Then on the back here, they have the zipper. I really don't use these. If this had a slip pocket, I tend to use a slip pocket more. Zippers like this grab my fingers and hands because of teeth. So I never really use back zippers. If I do, it's just to put something in there like that I forget about, And then you open it, and I have a bunch of paper in here. So it has a crossbody, well, a shoulder strap, really. It's a shoulder strap. And then, oh, you know what? I should use this bag tomorrow. Let me go get my bag today, and I'll just switch out into this one. I really love this because I love I love the color. I love the color. I love the shape. I love the handles. There's no for me until there's no con. There's no con. Let me go grab the bag I used today. Where did I put that? Oh, oh no. Where did I put you? Huh. Well, this could be a problem. Where did I put today's bag? There it is. Like it has to be here somewhere. It's hiding. I was using this one. So I adore this bag. I absolutely adore this bag. I want this in blue. I had the opportunity to buy it in blue several months ago, and I didn't do it because I didn't have the money. The only reason I could buy this one is that she let me pay on a payment plan because I think this was like 330 or 350 or something. These normally sell for like at launch, brand new, these are 550. They still make them. You can still get um this bag, but right now the only color I think for sale right now is either black. I know Macy's has one in black, and I think there's one in chalk, maybe on the Coach website. But this bag is so much fun to carry. So for me, this does not carry much. Okay, so you can carry it like, well, if you adjust it just so, you can adjust it just so, and then you have the shoulder version of it. But for me, I like carrying it because I just carry it across my body. So when I store these bags, because most of the wear and tear on a Bandit, it's going to be on the strap, and because it slides through this metal, friction is friction, depending on how you wear it. So when I store stuff like this, I take the strap off. And then it's just this, long belt. And I've actually seen people take this strap off completely and just use a whole different strap. And oh, this bag is amazing. If I could get the Bandit in sports blue, I would be beyond over the moon. But I'm not holding my breath because that bag always sells for at least retail. And I think I saw one on eBay for 400, which is less than list, which is 550, but I don't have 400. So, so here's my wallet today. Let me get this out of the way. Well, it's been my wallet for since I got it. My keys, and that's all that fits in here. That really is all that fits in here. Now, I could have put more in here if I use card cases, taken the card cases out, but I only use this bag for one day because I change out my bag so often. So this bag, because of the leather, and this is a hardy leather, so I'm not saying because of the leather so much, but it's the finish type. I don't want it to get extra scratches if I don't have to. So we're just going to throw that in this. I hate these dust bags, the satin dust bags, because they're slippery. And then I'm going to put this behind me over here. And then we're going to switch into my Ace Satchel. So let me show you the interior. So this has just a fabric interior, whereas the Bandit has a leather interior. So this is a different interior type. Yes, it's full grain. Yes. So I'm throwing in my wallet. I'm throwing in my power bank, which I really don't need, but I get paranoid, so I feel like I have to have it, which I really don't because, I'm not really. Where did I put my other bag? Oh, here it is. My other bag of things, which is right here. And so it's always funny. People are like, "Oh, I want to see what's in my bag video," which would be a smart with like Craig who carries everything and like everything. I carry this much. So I carried the Bandit, but it was just carrying my wallet, right? And I liked that one because it slinged across my chest and it was very comfortable to wear. I really enjoyed it. Oh, you need to put my keys. And I normally like putting my keys on my outside of my bag versus the inside of my bag, if I can, you know. Yeah. So this is one of the most beautiful bags. I still can't believe she sold this to me, y'all. The lady who sold me this bag sold me the Bandit. She had this bag. She forgot she had this bag. I had told her, yeah, I've really been wanting to get an Ace Satchel, and I'm looking for that. And basically, she was just looking at her. Is this the bag? I'm like, are you selling that? I mean, it was like, are you selling that? Yeah. And she was. So this is what we look like. And it has I think it's the key keeper because I can't this doesn't have what is in here. Turn the lock. Yeah, it's a key loop. It's a key keeper loop. I guess you could hang a key in there, but this is tomorrow's bag. I love this bag. I love whip stitching anyway, but I always like the fact that the extent of the branding really. It's just a beautiful bag. It's just absolutely gorgeous. What can I say? True love. So the details, I say if you can find one, just buy it. They run anywhere from 200 beat up to 350 if you can find them. It's really hard to find the oxblood. Normally the oxblood will cost more. The cheapest colors will normally be black because black is pretty common, I should say. I think when it comes to Coach, if it's black or chalk, tends to be part of they're going to make it in those two colors. You know? Okay. There we go. That's better. Keep it. Mhm. There we go. That's the only Coach bag that doesn't have a hang tag. Oh. I didn't even notice it didn't have a hang tag. I try to take off the hang tags if I can and tuck them in the bag. I'm not a huge fan of the Coach hang tag because I always considered the Coach hang tag as it's like a leather sample. Hey, this is what the leather's made out of, so this is what it feels like. And so you just take them off, and then most people got rid of them. Coach hang tags have become a thing now, but originally I think it was just to touch and feel the leather sampling. Um, they didn't come with a hang tag. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think that's great. No, I understood what you're saying. The Ace Satchel. Yeah. Um, but I love the Ace, and I would like to get another Bandit, but because I already have one, I'm okay with um waiting for the perfect timing. Because again, if I'm looking for a Celine bag right now, if I buy another Bandit, they're around the same price. And guys, like I could spend 35, 50, $100 on bags and I'm okay. But when you start spending 200 and up, I have like, because I have so many. So basically, when I gave away the 3 bags today, and they were saying, James looked at my lady friends and says, "Thank you." He's like, "No, no, no, thank you," because he knows how hard it is for me to let go. He knows how hard it is. He's married me. I am an all-in kind of girl. I am fully committed. I am a Hufflepuff, y'all. When I go into something, I go into something. When I love something, I love something. There is no half, maybe. Maybe I feel this way. No, no, no. I feel this way. I love you. I love these things. I love my friends. I am a hardcore committed person. There is no, oh, I know they're loaded with aces, and they're not that expensive. Yeah, they're not. It depends on how much, what condition, what color. Yeah, I could have paid less, for an ace. I wanted to buy her ace because she was willing to wait for me to pay it her in payments for a better condition. You know, I I have a denim. I got a denim boogie bag. Oh, that's so cool. I've looked at those, Donna. I have a boogie bag in red. I had one a long time ago. I actually traded it to a friend of the show. She's Linda S. If you haven't seen her for a while, she's still around. She might be lurking, but she's been off social media for a while. She still see her once in a while in Super Dacobs. I still text her every occasionally to see how life is because we're friends. We traded bags. She's part Korean. I love talking to her about Asian things. Um, but I'm gonna put this case because I love this lipstick so much. I'm switching out my case, and I didn't get the refill. I bought the wrong thing, but it's only I think it goes from like a $41 lipstick to a $36 lipstick if you just get the bullet. So I figured if I'm using it, I'm just going to use this, and next time I buy another Dior lipstick, I'll buy the right refill because now I have an extra empty case. Um, I got I I derailed myself. I was going to tell y'all something and then I got distracted. So typical Jackie. So the Bandit's Ace. So the other Coach bag I'm looking for, maybe getting maybe the Empire 34. It really depends. I need to see how long that strap drop is for me to. And here's the thing, I have a few bags in this. You know what? Let me go show you the bag I have that reminds me. I have 2 bags, well, 1 bag specifically that reminds me of that Empire. Um, where's that other? So I was looking at a bag. Where did I put you? I've already lost you? Seriously? Where did I put you? I just had you in my hands, which means I put you somewhere, and now I don't remember. Okay, whatever. Well, there's another bag I was looking at. So this one is, I forgot the name of this brand. Let me go in here. So I have this bag. So I have a hard time saying I need that Empire 34. Now it's Rylan. Yeah. Rylan, made in Italy. This is a beautiful bag. It's really nice to wear. It's not exactly the same as the Empire. I get that, but it's still a shoulder bag with a strap that's east-west. Now on me, it's a little less east-west because I'm wide, but on a smaller human, you know, it's not a square, it's east-west. And I really like this. But and I wear it and I sling it to the back, right? The thing is, it's really you know, Empire 34 handles 9. See, 9 is not enough for me. 9 I can do. 9 is not impossible. But let's see. This is, you see how this one fits? And this one has a longer drop. Let's see. Yeah, this is like an 11, 12. This is a 12-inch drop. And you see how that looks on me? So I don't think I can wear the 34 because it would be, right on the arm. Yeah, right on the arm. Let me see if I can find that. Where did the blue bag go? And as my husband would say, which blue bag? You have 10 of them right here. You know? Ah, it's in here. This is why I put it in the wrong dust bag. So this bag, which I've shown you before, this is a vintage 2001 Costa Rica. I don't know the name of this bag, guys, but this one was made in 2001. And does it look familiar to all the bags that are currently out right now? You know, so again, this strap is just a little bit too snug on my arms, but it's exactly like what everybody's wanting right now. It's just the original version of it. So this strap drop is at the rings about 10 inches. So really from the top of the bag to, okay, wait a minute. From the top of the bag to here is 9 inches. So this would be the same drop as the new Empire, but because this has two straps, sometimes they fight with each other. And I'm not, and it fits. I just don't love it, right? I love the way it looks. I love the color. I love wearing it. But do you see this? This is what I'm telling you. I have to learn to let go. I have to learn to let go because as beautiful as this bag is, because of how it sits on my shoulder, I don't wear it. But I love it. So what do you do? What would you do? Would you keep it? This vintage 2001 all leather interior. No, fabric interior. Costa Rica, made in Costa Rica. It has a back slip pocket, has a front flap, it has the, leather coach, whatever. Beautiful rounded handles. I really like these vintage because this doesn't have that huge amount of edge coat. It has a little bit of edge paint, but not a huge amount of, it doesn't have the burnishing gum, and it has piping. They don't do details like this anymore. Most bags now don't have a piped edge like this. They're going to have, um, let me see, do I have a current? Let me grab a current Coach bag that isn't, well, well, I can just show you the Ace. Ace isn't that current, but what I'm talking about, you see how all these edges are just stitched, and then this is a thicker leather, guys. And this is this way. It's those little details. This is an amazing bag. Nope, I'd let it go. I don't enjoy wearing it. Yeah, I don't enjoy wearing it, but every time I look at it, I see art. I just see art, you know? So I'm having a hard time. This is what I do every time I go through my collection. I say, "Oh, I really should I love this bag," and I use it again, and then I realize why I don't love it as much is because it doesn't really fit comfortably on my shoulder. Then I take it off, I put it on my shelf, and then because I have 300 bags, I don't reach for it again. Um, Art Garfunkel. Yeah, so anyway, I need to let this one go. It might be going to Luxtational because I have a box for her, but somebody was looking for a vintage bag, so I was like, well, I have this one. But in the end, they didn't want this one. Okay, they didn't want it. She decided she wasn't going to use it, although it's the same style right now. It's current. It's just people like to say they want vintage, but a lot of people they want the vintage look, the vintage bag a little bit modernized for today, and that's what people want, like with furniture, house decor. They want the bag, they want the quality, but they want it a little bit more modern. Like if you look at furniture in the 60s, it was a different aesthetic, not just in looks, but the height of the furniture, the depth of the furniture. If you look at modern furniture, I'm like, who has the mansions, especially in Texas, for these ginormous couches? We do not. So we always look for older furniture, more thrifty furniture, not just for cost. Sometimes it costs more than new furniture. It actually does cost more than new furniture. But I don't have the space in my house for those really cool, awesome sectionals that you can see like at Costco. You go in Costco and you see all this really cool, pretty furniture. I'm like, oh, this is a great sofa. I need this sofa. And then you look at your house, you're like, this sofa doesn't fit in my living room. This sofa was not made for my living room. It was made for somebody else's living room. She also loves the sports blue color. I love the sports blue color. Um, nope, again, is Winnie still here? Winnie might be lurking. Um, so anyway, did anybody watch any YouTube today? It was kind of not too robust of a YouTube viewing day. I watched um Cassie Thorpe, and I really liked her. She's just vlog again. What I really enjoy about Cassie is not that she's just her bubbling personality. She tries on clothes. She wears the clothes she buys. You see her buy something and it's on her shelves behind her. You see it on her Instagram. She doesn't just have a collection to have a collection. She uses her collection. I really admire that. Um, and it's just her opinion. That's what she wants in her style. She's very true to her look. I like the way she dresses. I mean, I can't dress that way because it's not, I'm not that that's not my style. I'm a Disney person. As I say, I commit fully. I commit fully. I commit to the point that it's ridiculous. It's like if I go down the rabbit hole, if I buy perfume, I buy a lot of perfume. If I buy and if I buy bags, I have a lot of bags. If I shoes, I have over 50 pair of shoes. I probably actually have 100 pair of shoes now. And I wear probably the same 5 to 10 pair, but I have probably 75 pair of shoes easy. Um, if you're here in the universe, hello, Winnie. I watched, I'm assuming that's Dacob, or who's Dawb. Um, yeah. So anyway, I need to do so today when we went to have lunch, we went to this restaurant called Pandaneria, which is a bread type of restaurant. Well, it's like a Mexican um bread bakery, and it has a lot of Mexican breads, and it also has brunch and lunch and breakfast. And I ended up getting the French toast because we were in a rush. Okay, I've always had French toast. Okay, when my family made French toast, it was just on whatever bread we had. There was not some special bread. It's just like white bread or whatever. You make an egg wash. You make French toast. You throw some cinnamon on there, a little sugar on there. Life is good. It's French toast, right? Well, I've heard that the best French toast, or the most classic version of French toast, is on brioche bread. And then we were at this Pandaneria, and their version of French toast has some sourdough, which I thought was odd. But when they made it and I ate it, it was really good. I'm like, this is so, because it made it a little bit more savory, not so sweet. So the French toast bread, or the sourdough bread with the egg wash, a light batter, and then it just had whipped cream and berries. It was amazing. But that's pretty much all I ate. I'm a little like, man, my blood sugar, because I had homemade lemonade, which is not healthy for me. And then I had a cappuccino. Luckily, the cappuccino was no sugar. It was just plain cappuccino, so that helped. Um, and I know, right? Who puts sourdough bread for French toast? But it worked. It actually worked because it kind of balanced out the sweet. So, because sourdough. So you didn't even notice you were eating a sourdough because it just blended so well. I thought it was really interesting. Would I make it myself? No. Will I get it again? Maybe. Actually, if I go back to that restaurant, I would go back. Did I take a photo? I think I posted a photo on my Instagram about the coffee. I showed a photo of the coffee. Let me see. I didn't show a photo of the food, but a donut, half a donut, and a cup of cappuccino. And it was really good. But James got the Mexican Reuben, and the Mexican Reuben had um was really good. It was so good that James at first offered me half his sandwich, and the next thing I looked over, he's almost eaten the whole sandwich. He says, "Let me just have a bite of your sandwich so I can taste it." And now I know why he was reluctant to let me have a bite of sandwich because it was that good. He's a connoisseur of the Reuben, so whatever they do to this Mexican Reuben, he approves. And he had a little side salad with it. So I had a side. I ate his salad. He finished off my French toast, and I would go back just for the salad. It was excellent. I was okay. We're coming back here. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to come back there because it was so busy. Because today's President's Day, a lot of people had off, and a lot of people were shopping, and a lot of people went out to have lunch, and it was just a busy day. You know. Yes, I love sports brew. Anyway, so did anybody buy anything today? Because I'm like, of all the sales, I know like Coach has 15% off on the outlet. There's a President's Day sale. There was an extra President's Day sale if you went to in store with Macy's, which I thought was interesting. So they gave you an extra discount on top of the discount. Um, Jennifer says, I love Reubens with hot pastrami. I love Reubens, yes, with hot pastrami. But I'm really picky on my Reubens. I really prefer it on rye bread. But a lot of Reubens, it's hard to find rye bread. It's just hard to find it here anyway. It's kind of. I also really miss black bread. And when we were living in Lithuania, we had the best black bread. Oh my gosh, it was the best bread I've ever had. And we would just walk over to the bakery and it's on the corner and we would just get bread and it was my favorite. And I don't know what they do with it or how they make it, but I know molasses is involved somehow. But in America, or every time I've had it, not where I had it in Lithuania, they put a lot of it's sweet. And it's not actually a sweet. It's a sweet. It's not sweet. It's just a dark bread. You know. Okay, guys. Well, I've been talking for an hour and 20 minutes. I know I normally just start going live right now, but I wanted to do this before I got involved and I have to make I've made dinner. I now have to go finish dinner. Like cuz I put it in the crock pot and then we made so I made a stock in the soup stock in the crock pot. So now I need to go make the actual meal and put everything together. Um Katie said they spent 190 in Lacoste website, extra 20. Yay, that's awesome. Jeffrey said I spent hours scrolling and shopping and putting items in and out of my cart on Goodwill, but I didn't buy anything yet. That's awesome. That's fun. Oh, I watched Meredith's video today, and she said she has it on a very good source that the Murakami multicolor will have a restocking. She doesn't think everything will be restocked, like the custom whatevers and the special trunks and the whatever you see. But I'm hoping I can get the perfume I want later. Um, I'm hoping, you know. And then I also watched Lori's Smiling Cat Couture because she bought a VIP trunk off of Fashion File, LV one. They're so cute. Those those little cute mini trunks that you can only get if you're like super important or whatever. And then you know people who have a lot of things have a lot of things, so they sell them to Fashion File. And then somebody like who's not a VIP can buy them, which I really appreciate because you can only get them if you're, they're gifts. They're very nice, expensive gifts to certain very important people. I'm not that person. Hey, James is coming over.
Do you want me to make you some rice, or are you just gonna have
Oh, will you make the rice? I thought you already made the rice. That was in the text that you didn't read. Okay. So dinner's not quite ready yet. Yeah, no, we're gonna. Well, I guess I don't have to run off. I thought the rice was already cooked. So, well, I do have to season the broth because it's two parts. It's a pork and rice soup with so the rice is made separately. Sometimes you can make the rice in with the soup, but um I was making the broth all day in the crock pot, which is that was a tip somebody told me about making soups and broth and making your own bone broth and just throw it in the crock pot, let it cook all day, and then just put it in the fridge and it's fine. And it's much I always look for meat on the bone so that I can make a broth out of it. Fried rice, yum, Katie. Okay, so I'm still gonna get off the live because I'm gonna go in there and do dishes and those things I've been ignoring. And I'm gonna sign off. Tomorrow I have a fun video, and I'll probably do another members video sometime this week. And let's see how this week goes, right? We survived Monday because it was um for some of us. And let's see how Tuesday goes because normally denim coach stuff. Yes, PM philosophy. I did buy the kit. I have the large Rowan and I have the Axel bag. Thank you, Jackie. Have a great night. But I haven't bought anything else. I wanted the large Laurel bag, but again, it's a lot. It's expensive. Night, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.